Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to be making a quick and easy recipe that is family friendly. It's one of my favorite go-tos when it's a busy day, but I want something hearty for myself and the loved ones. It's chicken Alfredo. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but I want to show you the way I make it, and I do it with a little twist and a little flavor. As you know, I'm Caribbean, so I want to kick it up a notch, and with the spices and everything else that I use. So I wanted to take you guys on with me as I make this recipe. So for starters, I got the water boiling, salt, olive oil, bada bing, bada boom, and I like to use linguine. You can use any other type of pasta that you like. And I have some chicken breast that is washed in vinegar and water, and I'm gonna season it. And I'm gonna show you guys the spice that makes the difference in the way I make it versus, a traditional way. It's all about the flavor, it's all about the spice. So for the chicken, first we're gonna start with good old bay. So this is about 2.5 pounds of chicken, and so you want to season it according to how much meat that you have, and we start with just looking at how much salt you want for your taste and for your taste buds and how you like it. But I don't like too much salt and I don't like too little salt. Then I'm gonna add some black pepper. So I'm not gonna give any measurements because it all depends on how much. But I would say for the amount of chicken I have right now, it's about 4 or 5 tablespoons. Yeah, about that. So black pepper, and we have the Old Bay. I'm gonna add some paprika. And I have some garlic powder. And I'm gonna use some onion powder and smoked paprika. Love, love, love smoked paprika. So we got it over here. And also some chicken seasoning, just to kind of add that extra flavor to the chicken. So lots of spice, lots of flavor. And the other trick is I'm going to be cooking the chicken in a cast iron pan. So it gives it a little more of a grilled texture, grilled flavor. So, it's pan smeared to perfection. So you want to get that golden, crispy outer part of the chicken to really add a lot of flavor to the meal. So I didn't add my chicken, and I already added some paprika. Okay. So we're gonna let this marinate. I'm gonna mix it around. Let's see the top of it here. So I'm just gonna make sure it gets everywhere. I'm probably gonna also cut these into smaller pieces after I'm done marinating it. But as long as everything is fully coated and covered, I would say that is the right amount of seasoning. So we're gonna get it all rubbed in, nice and coated. So now I'm gonna cut up the remaining spices. So we have green onion, and I'm gonna use a small piece of red onion, and I'm gonna use red bell pepper. So now I'm just cutting up my vegetables, or my seasonings, you would say. So green onions, like I said, red pepper, and got garlic and onion. Do you guys clean as you go when you cook, or you just kind of let it all get piled up? I try to clean as I go, but I do have moments where it's piled up. But you know, I think trying to stay on top of things as much as possible is the best way to go. Otherwise, you're not gonna want to cook. You're like, I'm not doing this again. So we're letting the chicken marinate, like I showed you guys before. The longer it can marinate, the better, but I am in a rush today. And I'm hungry too. So get the garlic ready, and the pot is going. You wanna make sure it's very hot, and you know, to a temperature where it's going to really, unless you don't like your meat burnt, not burnt, but like, you know, seared to perfection. You can just put it at whatever temperature you want, but you want to get it as hot as possible. As you can tell right now, it's steaming. I added some olive oil, and I'm going to let it, you know, the oil to heat. So now I'm adding the fettuccine to the water, boiling. Spinach and tomato. That is going to add the vegetables, sneak in those vegetables for the kiddos, and give it a good flavor altogether. So this is how chicken and green. Okay. So I had to eventually cut up the chicken into small pieces so it can cook fully through. Otherwise it takes a while for the inside to get, you know, cooked through, and I want all of it to be well done, as you can tell. So I'm going to continue to cut all the pieces to smaller pieces. Okay, so now we're adding onions, garlic, peppers to the mix. I'm going to add tomato towards the ending so that doesn't get too cooked out. So we added spinach, tomatoes in addition. Lastly, let that cook down for a minute. And we'll add our heavy cream and Parmesan and the other cheese. Gouda. Looking very nice, guys. I can't wait to eat. This is nice looking. So yummy. Okay, got to mention we got our pasta. It's all done. of just eyeballing, but I would say about 2 tablespoons in addition to about another 2 tablespoons that I just added from the other package. But you want to just see how creamy you want it, how thick do you want your sauce to be, or how thin you want it to be. How cheesy do you want it to be? It's all up to you and your family. And I'm also going to add a little bit of Gouda. I love Gouda now when it comes to like making like cheesy sauces. It's one of my go-tos. For sure. Just a little bit, because I don't like it too like cheesy, super cheesy. Just enough. But yes, I think this is gonna turn out great all together. Just gonna give it another minute to soak in everything together, blend in all the flavors.